Hi, thanks for stopping by today. Before we go any further, I wanted to say thank you so much to the quilters that have started to subscribe to my vlog channel, my YouTube vlogging channel. I started June 25th, so I'm just not that far from 2 months. I have 42 subscribers, and as of this morning, 809 views. I am I'm really impressed with that. And it's all because of you. So I wanted to say thank you and let you know that I'm I'm aware of what you're doing and the things that really you are interested in because I'm watching the likes and the interaction that I get from those things. So, with that being said, what I want to tell you about is right now, what I'm going to do is I am going to do a three-part vlog series. And inside of that, the topic is going to be my favorite tools and notions that I use in my paper piecing and quilting work. The first part is office supplies and things around the house. You'd be amazed at what kind of things you can use that are so incredibly useful and have wonderful impact on being able to do what you want to do, not just in paper piecing, but in all of quilting. The next segment is going to be my favorite paper piecing tools, things that I can't live without when it comes to paper piecing. And then the third part is going to be my notions and sewing items that are paramount to have at my fingertips because it's all about economy of motion in my book. If I can be more efficient in everything I do and the things that I use, and I can use them over and over and over, not only have they become more economical to use, but they make my job and my work go much quicker and I can accomplish more. So, without further ado, this is part one, and we're going to talk about the things that you can have and use from home that aren't necessarily at all driven for sewing, but that's what we use them for. That's part of what I use them for, anyhow. Let's head over to the work table. Here's the work table. And what you can see is that I have lined out a number of different items, things that I bet you wouldn't even have thought would have been useful tools for me in my paper piecing journey. The thing that I use every single day in every single project is my gallon zips. Now, they do not have to be Ziploc by name. You can get them from Walmart. You can get them anywhere, dollar store. It does not matter. They do not have to be freezer zips. But what they do need to do is be a plastic or a gallon size bag that I put my projects in with the as I organize throughout my pattern. Inside of here, I will find the sewing papers, the foundation sewing papers, as well as my cutting templates and the fabric that are assigned to those cutting templates before I begin sewing. They are crucial for organization. Without them, I would be lost and I'd be putting together 10 different patterns in the same thing and none of it would work. They're crucial. The next thing is paper clips. I can tell you that without paper clips, also I would be lost. And I have lots of them. I prefer the large size, jumbo even, depending on the box that you get, but they are smooth metal. They are not the gridded or etched ones. They are smooth because they go on and off their paper very easily. I started with these. These are plastic coated, and I found very quickly that I don't like them very much. So I am cycling these out, and when they get bent or lost, it's not going to hurt my feelings, but I still use them when I have to. But these are my go-to. The next thing that I use is in the same regard, but these are out of the beauty section, like at Walmart or Target or Alco or any place that you can find where they have a beauty supply section or beauty notion section. And these are the same things that we used to use as girls that our moms and grandmas used in curlers. They are clips like this, great big clips, and they're not hard to use. I have them in as adorable little cappuccino cup, which is just as sweet as can be. And I have a whole bunch of them in there. You can also buy these off of Amazon if you want, but I use them to secure completed units together. Um, I like them because they are soft and they are soft to open and they softly grip, but they hold really well. I found that when I use a paper clip to secure these units together, I get a pretty noticeable crease in there. And I don't know if you can see that with shadow or not. It's still there. That has to be ironed out. This, however, does not. So that's why I use these. And you'll find this, something just like this, inside of one of these bags when they get completed. But that's those clips. And again, Amazon or any place that you shop where they have hair notions and hair care products. That's wonderful. So let's see what's next over here. Well, here's this little red pen. This is what I like to use to mark my papers. I don't do any pattern without marking my seam allowance lines. It is a pen that I like to use. It's red. You can use a felt tip or a Sharpie or a pencil or a pen, but this is what I like, and this is what I use. I use these a lot, but it's from the office supply store or section, and so is this. This is Scotch tape, magic tape. It is the satin finish. It is not the shiny finish. You want satin or matte finish because if you apply heat, even through paper and fabric, and then the tape, uh, the satin finish, the matte finish will not crinkle, will not distort. But that shiny finish tape, the first time heat touches it, it distorts to where it just kind of crinkles up and it gets gnarly, and you cannot recover that. It is stuck onto that paper, and it's so bad you cannot make a clean, flat surface any longer. So it has to be matte. It has to be matte or not the shiny stuff. It has to be this. And then, oh gosh, here we go. This is painter's tape. Yep, painter's tape. Now, if I can't find this, my lint roller to help groom and take care of extra stray papers or stray threads or anything like that when I want to groom it, then I will grab my painter's tape and I unroll it off the roll and bring it out long enough for it to circle back on itself, and then I can roll it like this and it'll pick up stuff. But painter's tape in general, if I need to tape something up or tape it to a wall or whatever, I don't worry about the adhesive having residue in my fibers of my fabrics. I don't worry about that a bit. And I'm not worried about it hurting my paint or the finishes on my walls. It's a really great product. The thing that I like too is to use the widest I can find. This is 2 inch, and I will use it and use it and use it. And when I go to buy it again, if I can't find anything wider than 1.5 or 1 inch, I'll still buy it because I need it. It's something I go through a lot. So then we're talking about sticky stuff. We're going to talk about this product, which is a Scotch repositionable glue stick. It turns it into a post-it note. It turns any kind of paper into a post-it note. I'm not worried about the adhesive because it is acid free. It is not going to leave a residue. It's not going to hurt my fabric at all, and it holds it nicely. There is a little bit of a secret to it that when you apply it, you will put a couple stripes of glue. You don't have to slather it on there, make it thick. And if you push too hard, it does crumble. So you want to be mindful of that. But all you do is you put a couple strips of glue or stripes or whatever. And I've already done it here. And you can see that over time, after maybe 20 seconds, it starts to discolor a little bit. And that's good because then you know exactly where it's at. It's supposed to do that. If you put your glue on your paper and then just stick it straight down onto the fabric, it is going to transfer from the paper to the fabric, and that's not what you want. You want to put it on your paper and let it dry a little bit, and then it becomes tacky to where you can pick it up and move it around. And the tackiness will last through several touches. You don't have to, it's not a once and done thing. It is as long as there's just the tiniest bit of moisture in it, you can continue to um, use it as a post-it note. And sometimes eventually it'll get to where it doesn't work so much. Then all you do is you just reapply it and then put it on. But it's a wonderful product. I use it a lot, almost daily. So the last thing that I want to show you right at the moment, well, next to last anyhow, is this Downy wrinkle release. And you find this in your laundry section, anywhere you shop, Walmart, Target, Alco, dollar store. I don't know if I've seen it at a dollar store of any type, but also at where you do your grocery shopping in the laundry section, you should be able to find it. What is fabulous about it is that it has a surfactant in it. And when you spritz your fabric, it'll go psh, psh, a nice little mist. You put it on there, and then you tug your fabric gently this way and then this way, and let this dry in that fabric, and it will remove a huge amount of wrinkles without ironing. It saves time, and time is money in my book. Every time that I have a bit of seconds that are saved, it equates to my efficiency in what I'm doing. I love this product. I use it in my long arming as well as in when I'm treating fabrics and getting them ready to go on my comic book boards, as well as when they come off and I'm preparing my fabrics to go into my pattern. So there's the basics of those, but there's one more, just one more. And I would be lost if I didn't have labels. These are just labels, mailing size labels. You can use whatever labels, and they don't have to be Avery. They can be any brand that you want. But if I don't put labels on my bags and then label other things as I need to, I am lost. I lose my place, I lose my organization, and I have to have these. So, office supply store, or again on Amazon or anywhere that you shop, there's nothing special about where you acquire any of this. You can find it really, really easily. And I would recommend if you want to take notes, write down the list of what you don't have that you think you'd be interested in trying again. Um, but that, in a nutshell, is my go-to home supplies that I use in my paper piecing. So I hope you found something useful. If you have comments or thoughts or questions, put them in the comments below so I can answer and help you find something that'll work really well for you. Um, I'd love to have more ideas about things that you use that I maybe haven't talked about yet. But remember, there's a part two and a part three there to coming as far as different kinds of notions and tools that I really like. These are just the beginning. So come back again. Let's see what we can find that will help you be the most efficient that you can be in the work that you do, because the sky's the limit and we all can learn from each other. Click on the like button if you like what you've seen, and don't forget to click on the subscribe button if you haven't. That way you won't miss the segment 2 and segment 3 that are coming. Share this with people. You can share these videos to your Facebook feed. You can share them to your any YouTube people, or just pass them along to other quilters. I'd love to grow my subscribership as much as I can. That is a goal that I have, obviously. But don't forget to come back for part two and part three. We'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.